I wanted to hop on here and do this. I don't really do enough of this stuff, but my journey into making music. So 16, I put out my first few tracks. I used to love rapping, and I had a SoundCloud. I had like 1,500 followers, a few thousand views. And I used to rip beats off of YouTube, and like, it wasn't BandLab, but it was this online digital audio workstation I would use. You couldn't save anything really, so it was such a pain in the ass. You had to make it all right there in one step and just finish it. And well, you know, I was doing that for a while. I was like rapping. I went under the name Little Bale 3K. I don't know, I thought it was so clever when I was younger, but yeah, man, I had like 1,500 followers, a few thousand views, and the girl I was dating at the time told me it was embarrassing that I do that, and I quit it, man. I deleted all that stuff and just like gave up on my dreams. And the next few years, me and her didn't work out, and I started to get into a lot of trouble. And I think with any artist too, you have to have an outlet, especially me. If I don't, I'll find my way into trouble. But yeah, so I gave up on all that, went through my trouble period, you know, 4 or 5 years in and out of jail and stuff. And then 2021 came around, and I met a girl, still dating her, a beautiful woman. She brought me to a music festival, and immediately I was like, this is for me. This is where I belong. And I went home and I bought FL Studio immediately. I'm like, this is what I'm gonna do for the rest of my life. But I put out a lot of shitty tracks. If you're like me, just throw it out there and work on it later. I don't recommend that to everybody. I wish I would have built my catalog a little up first and worked on the art more. But you learn with time, you know. Well, it's like 4 or 5 years later now, I'm starting to like my music, man. It's like the ecosystem right now with music and social media is so fast paced. It's push, put out another song, make content, you know, it's all this stuff. And being as introverted as I am, it's hard for me to like want to actually just be on camera all the time. But I'm learning to do that, and I'm working on it. It's all you can do. But yeah, finally getting to a point where I like my music, man. It just, you know, I've been thinking the last few days, I'm like, man, I'm getting nowhere. I'm putting out music, I'm getting a few hundred views and 4 likes, and that's it. And I have to be grateful though, because when I started, I was getting none of that. And I was getting none of that for a long time. And, you know, you got to be grateful for where you're at and what you can do at the moment, and take the resources around you and use them. Use them to the best of your advantage.